Here comes your incoming rant of the day, and it would take, of course, liberals to piss me off this much. But here it comes from the wonderful news outlets in Maine, our lovely fucking parrot cage lining tabloid liberal newspapers. I won't say which one this come from, but here's the LePage, our governor, backs bill to squash higher municipal minimum wages. Yes, he's going to crush your ability to earn. First of all, this was the big question that's posed, is do you think it should be the state government or local officials that set minimum wage? It's the fucking owner of the business that does that. Government has no say in what I or anybody else would pay employees. That's our fucking business based on what we earn. That's it. Now here's the problem. If you read the commentary of this, sorry about the backlighting here, I'm not even going to fuck with it. There's nothing I can do about it, sorry. I'm not going to set up a studio, but it's very bright outside. So yes, we're getting this awkward thing here going on. But anyway, the fucking goddamn liberals that are on this in the commentary section, screaming and crying that, oh, what an asshole LePage is, and they're not going to give us more money and all that. Here's how it works, assholes. Do you want $15 an hour? Be worth $15 an hour. That's how you earn $15 an hour. Pure and simple. Stop waiting for the fucking world to raise money up to where you can afford to do things without skills, without putting in any time or any real effort or having anything real to contribute. If you're pouring fucking lattes at your Starbucks, do you really think that you're worth somebody that's sitting behind a keyboard, that's crunching numbers for a business, that's maybe out there like delegating people what they do for the day with their job and sending out things or sending out orders and things that have to be correct? Do you really fucking think that you pouring something that you could say, oops, I got that wrong, let me pour you another one and let me get you the right one. Oh, let me put the straw in the bag that I forgot for you. Do you really fucking think that your skill set is to the point that you deserve that kind of money for it? And here's how it works. Do you want to know? Here, liberal, okay, liberals, I'm gonna paint a picture for you. This is how liberals think. Liberals think that I'm a business owner, and I sit in my rolly chair, and I have a big, huge pile of money. And with that big, huge pile of money, I start a business. I'm a millionaire, and I build a building, and I have all this money, and I just choose randomly what to spend it on. How much to pay people, how much the meal should cost, how much my parts should go, because I just want to earn money. I want to be able to just do whatever I want with all of this money, and it's just some kind of a fucking hobby. That's what they think. And that I should just randomly, arbitrarily, out of the goodness of my heart, give more money to people because the poor kid that's out of high school, he can't have a new car at $8 an hour. He can't afford the insurances, and he can't afford a $600 rent. He has to live in a $400 convenience. He can't do that off what you're paying him. So you're just a mean person. No, you know how my fucking business operates? My business operates by this. I sell pens, say, that match my shirt. I sell pens. Okay. Know how I pay for my employees and my sewerage and my electric and everything else that goes along with it? The pens! The pens do it! People give me money for pens. I take the money. Say they give me $1. Let's get $1 out, shall we? Oh, wow, I'm a rich bastard. I have a 10. I have a 10 because I'm a fat, rich Republican business owner. And I take the $10 for this extremely expensive pen, and I take that $10. What you give me, I pass on, and I give a portion of that to the freckle-faced kid working the counter. I give some to the state. I give some to the town for taking and dumping the dumpster. And the electric company gets their share, and everybody gets whatever. It doesn't come out of my pocket. It comes out what you gave me. Okay. Now, if I'm going to take the freckle-faced kid with no skill set and go from $7 an hour to $15 an hour, guess what? This doesn't buy this anymore. Because in order for you to be able to afford this, you're going to have to give me more money so I can give that money or a portion of it to the fucking kid that you think is worth so much. And then what happens when I do that? All of a sudden, people don't want these anymore because these cost too much. So what do? They stop coming to my store. What happens when they stop coming to my store? I have to raise prices even more, or I have to fire people and get rid of them and bring my cost of doing business down so that I can actually afford to stay in business. Because the state isn't going to stop taking their cut. The sewerage and the electric company, they're not going to change any of them. I have to find a place in my business where I don't have to, where I can cut a cost. So I either get rid of employees and put them out in the unemployment lines, and all of a sudden that $7 an hour looks pretty fucking good, doesn't it? Or I have to raise the price of this stuff even more. And if I raise the price of this even more, what happens? Less people buy. And pretty soon, I'm out of business. Because after all, I wasn't an asshole after all that just didn't want to give my money away. I was doing business. And that's how it works. That's how the principles of it work. People that are in business don't have huge piles of money. It's not a hobby. It's not, they're not paying the wages that they pay because they're bad people. They're paying the wages that they pay because that's the only way they can fucking stay in business. And if you want a better job, you go out and you get a skill set, you learn some things, and you go to the jobs where the bigger numbers are. There's a reason that the people that do jobs that have more stress, that have more hours, that have more college education, that take more effort to get, are worth more. And the people that go in and go, you want fries with that? That's why they're not worth that much. Because you're a dime a dozen. You're not worth the fucking money. And I'm not saying you're a worthless person, but your skill set isn't worth that kind of money. And if you start giving those people that kind of money to do menial jobs, no one's going to make any effort to be anything anymore. Because they're just going to sit on their ass and go, why the fuck do I have to go to college? Why do I have to go to med school? Why do I have to train on the job or do apprentice or whatever when I can just flip burgers and make that? And all of a sudden, what do we have? Societal decay. We have people that aren't worth a shit because they're paying to not do anything. So you fucking liberals, and the funny thing is the people that are bitching about it are the same people that will quibble over $5 over a bag of weed. Oh, that's fucking dirt weed. Oh, I ain't giving you $5. Oh, that's $5 too much. But they think they're worth something. Oh, you think you're worth your fucking skill set. You're worth the extra $5 or $10 an hour, but the guy up the street that gave you the fucking weed that doesn't have any crystal on it, oh, fuck, I'm paying for that. Well, that ain't worth that. Well, guess what? You need to be worth something as well. Do something about it. Stop bitching and stop expecting that the world owes you a free fucking lunch.